Oh, welcome back to another episode of the After Party. I'm sorry, the pregame, kind of an after party extension, after party colon pregame. Um, the group is currently in White Plume Mountain, traveling down a hallway. You guys had discovered after being Kuba and Kronos kind of halfway down this hallway that it was sort of laced with this flammable oil that was set ablaze from an arrow sent down the opposite hallway as the hallway itself began to turn and spin with you guys in it, kind of fighting your way up. You guys made it to a small, about 10 by 10 room with the doorway on one side, fighting back and forth with a couple of denizens. You could hear some names being yelled out. Um, One of them, Snarla. Uh, I don't think the other name had gotten called out, but you did hear that the young woman's name is Snarla. Um, Very hairy woman casting spells uh, back at the group as Kuba kind of got some licks in. They both had darted their way into a larger room, the other side of this door you guys were fighting between. And we joined the group for a moment, kind of grabbing their breath as it seems the other two may be doing the same within the room. Everything seems quiet. The room itself seems rather drab and empty. Um, you guys could probably see. Let me make sure the angles are kind of right. So you guys could probably see some benches, um, a little bit of, yeah, just some seating area, maybe like a cabinet storage kind of thing. Very empty, drab, kind of non special room. Um, Everybody make a perception check, and then we'll kind of go around. Let us know if you're going to do any healing or prepare anything.
18.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
I got a 20.
Okay.
We see everything.
It is pretty good, but the highest bidder is going to be Kuba. This one, obviously. I guess I'll roll one for Lyra. Kuba, I sent you a message there. Yeah, Lyra does not notice anything. She is just breathing heavily, kind of holding her sides. Got a couple of wounds from the great sword that the knight had carried. Kind of dashed in the room, got some stabbies in, or some of the orcs earlier. Been kind of a long hallway.
Okay. Um, so Kuba kind of focuses his chi, his energy, takes a deep breath, lets it out, and starts to kind of look through almost his mind's eye. And he's really drawn to a certain point in the room. It's almost not even visible, but it feels, and in his mind eye appears to be kind of a shimmer in this room.
Kuba relays that to the rest of you guys that thinks he sees something kind of
Shimmery?
sparkly.
Shimmery.
Shimmery? Magically?
I think so.
Okay. Does it lead in any certain direction, or is it just there?
I see it more as a pinpoint.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna do a few things. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's low on health?
I'm missing a
Lyra,
couple.
Lyra is definitely low in health. She is
I
probably
would
the worst out of all of you guys.
I'd help her before me.
Okay. You know what? Lyra's gonna take a health potion, one of her health potions that she has on her.
That's
Can you
fair.
help her do that, DM?
Yeah, I'll do that on her character sheet, totally.
All right, yeah, she should have 2 potions of greater healing. What does that get her back up to?
Yeah, there wasn't one in the inventory, so I just had to put it in.
Sorry.
No worries. I'll definitely let you know. So that's basically going to be Lyra's action. Try and keep it limited to an action. If you have something really special that might take a moment, but if there's something you want to try and ready or an action that you guys want to use before kind of deciding where the group's going or what your guys' plan is.
I want to just chug 2 potions.
I'm gonna take a potion myself. I have 4 of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one.
I'll let you drink too if that's good. If that wants to be,
I wasn't
if
gonna
that's what
take a
your action
healing
wants to be.
potion. I was gonna take a potion of fire giant strength and a potion of invulnerability.
A minute.
I am going to take a healing potion.
I'm
Me
going to
too.
turn myself
Creator.
into a god.
Okay, I like it. And humble too.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
exactly.
Is that okay, DM? Can I take both those potions at once?
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to take one after the other.
All right.
Let me take a look at the wild magic table.
Okay.
So
Yes.
just to see, I can't remember if that's in the DM's guide, or the player's handbook.
For taking more than 1 potion at a time?
No, the wild magic table.
Not bad. I got 15 on the healing.
Okay. Lyra got 13, which is not amazing. Puts her back up to 21. How many of those potions did you guys have each?
I had 2.
I have
They should each
4.
have 2.
Each had 2. She's gonna drink another.
Okay.
That would probably be a good idea.
Okay, so now my strength is 25 for the next hour. And I'm gonna have uncorked this little bottle of invulnerability because it only lasts for a minute. But as soon as we go through that door, chug. And then I'm resistant to all damage for 1 minute.
Nice. That is pretty awesome.
So taking the potion is an action, correct?
Yeah, if you guys are doing 2, I'll let you like bonus action.
Bonus.
Oh, nasty.
I was
Doing
gonna
it.
say, can I do, because basically it's 2 actions, correct? Can I do an action and a spell? Or would that be too much?
Like a potion and then a spell.
Yeah, you can tell me that.
Cast it as you're chugging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, I want to do,
I took a greater health potion and I am good.
Lyra's about half as good as she normally is.
I would like to cast Bless on the group.
Woo! Awesome.
Yeah.
How long does that
Then,
last?
that basically lasts 1 minute
Oh,
also.
1 minute.
So, yeah. This is gonna be fun, I think.
Okay. And Corey and Kronos, are you guys saving your actions kind of like as you guys are going in, kind of doing it as a last minute sort of when you need to situation?
I'm gonna cast mine until she takes her shots of potions.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chug mine back right as we're going through the door.
And I'll smack her on the back with bless.
Whoop!
Go get him. Yeah.
Big old clang from hitting my armor.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys go in to the room. It's about 20 by 20, pretty square as you guys run in. You don't see anybody apparently. You can see a door as you move in on the other side of the room, kind of on the far right corner. And all of you guys, as all of you guys do, you turn in and move. Corey, you're just finishing off your potion, kind of looking across the room, kind of as it's going down pretty much. Kronos, you're just finishing up your spell before kind of getting in position. And you guys notice that just to the right of the door, there's kind of like an alcove where there's a little bit of a 10-foot that comes back. And the two characters were waiting right there inside for you guys. I'll need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, and then we'll roll an initiative.
$19 on my dex.
Okay, that actually the dex saving throw first because that'll make a difference on your initiative.
18 on saving.
Got a 15.
15 fails. However, Lyra. Okay.
Can you use your bless with her or no?
19. Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
I didn't.
D4, huh?
Let me roll. Okay. 15. 17?
Oh
That's
yeah.
better. That's
Okay.
better. You're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
'Cause
as
I
you
only have resistance to all damage.
what was that a joke? Or did I miss something?
No, with the
No.
potion of invulnerability,
okay.
I only have resistance to all damages.
Okay, I thought you. Okay, I thought you had said we're all resistant to all damage.
Oh no, just me.
Never mind.
Just
Okay,
me.
cool. Yeah.
That would be
Okay.
awesome.
Everybody,
It
go
would
ahead and
be
make
great.
a roll your initiative normally, not with
Got,
disadvantage.
I
But
got 20.
nice.
15.
4.
Oh boy. Um, okay. Lyra got 24.
Jeez.
Yeah, right. And then Kronos, you got 20. You get 21.
Yeah. I got 20. Yeah.
And then we had Kuba and Corey.
4.
What was Kuba's?
15.
Be right back, guys. 1 minute.
No worries. I got to roll initiative for these guys too.
That actually works. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Be right back.
Wow.
Oh, did you take a little break?
Uh, I,
Sorry.
it's all right, I guess. That's kind of funny.
Hey, is it cold over there or nah? Is it starting to get hot?
My computer says it's 39 degrees right now.
Damn.
It got up into the 60s, I think, like Saturday. But it's been about 50 or 40.
It was 87 today over here.
Nope.
Right now it's 69 degrees right now.
I could never live in Texas. It cannot be
Um,
spring and be
It's
87
so
degrees.
hot, yeah. I'm like
Nope.
dying right now.
Not cool. Nope.
Literally not.
Literally.
Okay. So the wizard had cast a web spell on the room,
Oh, nice.
surrounding you guys in webs. However, due to the bless that you guys had received from Kronos, it definitely keeps you guys from being restrained. However, you are surrounded, free to move, but still, surrounded and covered in webs. You guys are just able to move through them pretty freely. The knight was holding his action for the spell as he shoots another fiery arrow into the webs that ignites them all, causing them to burn around you guys. So you'll all just take a little bit of fire damage for the round as it's kind of burning the webs up around you guys. 17. And
17 damage?
17 fire damage, yeah, from the webs
Oh,
as they're
God.
burning up. And that's only this round because the webs are burning around you guys.
I'm glad
Then
I took the potion.
yeah, because you're resistant to, I believe, all damage. Yeah,
All
so
damage. So I take 8.
8.
God.
Okay.
And then we're going to start at the top with Lyra, who is just going to run in, of course, and make some hits. So if you walk into this room and if you were to turn back towards the door, there would be a part on the left side of the door that moves kind of back past it about 10 feet, causing this little hidey hole that the characters are hiding in. So Lyra runs up to that and is going to swing at the knight. Of course, rage first. I think this is getting down on some of the last rages. Oh, this is the last rage she has. Nah, I'll say it lasts. Well, no, because you guys took a minute before this. So it'd have to be, of course, before this. Or even, actually, she'll have spent that minute right beforehand, going into a rage, just kind of getting angry at these people, so that she can still use her action, yeah, to get a second attack. Yeah. I'm sure Kuba was hyping her up a little bit. um,
Just flexing at each other. It works every time.
this one's 21, which does. Wow. Thank God that raging gives you advantage because there's some ones there.
Oh,
Okay. So 2d12 plus 4. Points of damage at the knife. You guys can see that there are a couple of like bottles, empty glass bottles around these two as they're kind of standing there facing all of you. These webs are just like kind of crackling away. The initial whoosh that kind of got all of you is gone, but there's still kind of like sticky, crackling little embers kind of filling up the rest of the room or the area that you guys were in. Kronos, it is your turn.
Now, who's the closest to me?
In between your group or the other guys?
Other guys, the enemies.
You're all pretty close. This is
Okay.
about just like a 20 by 20, 20, or, yeah, 20 by 20 foot square foot room, with just a little 10-foot kind of jaunt out the side of it. I could draw a picture of
How
it if you
close?
need to.
How close is that wizard from me? The one that was that casted that magic web?
Within about 10 feet. You're all
Okay.
you're almost within about 10 feet of everything in this room. Unless you want to get
Okay.
closer and make it, less.
No, I don't. I want to cast momentary stasis on him. He needs to beat a DC of 15 on Constitution.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. What's the con? What's the con? Oh, I rolled a 14.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. So I was gonna say Niken. So Kronos is gonna flip over his hourglass and then wave his hands on him and then freeze him in stasis. Like his whole body can't move and he can't do anything unless someone does damage to him. His speed is 0 and he has no actions.
All right, that was
Okay.
the wizard?
Yes, the wizard,
Heck yes. Okay, I'm gonna fuck
just in
up this
case.
night.
Yeah. And then let me see if I can do a bonus. I do. I want to cast. Oh, I can't do 2 cast spells. Never mind. Just kidding. Damn. Okay. That will be it then for Kronos.
Nice. Yep.
Mhm.
So till the end of your next turn.
Yes, that's correct.
Does he get to make a save or is he just out of
Nope.
it at
He's
he has to
done.
save?
He's frozen in time right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
And not even think. No thinking.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Burkett is gonna make some attacks at Snarla. I'm so sorry. Blah. Lyra. Huh. Right.
Lyra's within 5 feet of me, so you need to be rolling with disadvantage.
Okay. It sucks. AC is 17. Or no, that's you. AC is 15. Okay. That first one definitely misses. I rolled a die on a die. Like landed in the dice tray on top of a different die.
Hmm.
Not
Interesting.
my
Dissection.
not my intended result. That one is a 17. 6 does 5 points of damage.
She was about half health.
Yes. And then after the fire damage, and now that,
Didn't she take some potions?
she did to get
She
to
did.
half health.
Yeah,
She-
Damn.
Okay.
we're all feeling a little hurt.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right. Kuba, it is your turn, and then Corey, you're on deck.
So Lyra is ahead of me, correct?
Yeah, she kind of ran up to the other pack.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at theater of the mind. So there's a 20 by 20 foot room.
Mhm.
We are on one side. There is a web that has been placed. Does that stop when he loses concentration of that spell?
The
The
web
web
has
got
been
burned
burnt.
up.
It got
It
burned.
got
up.
burned up. Okay. So
Yeah.
Lyra ran across this room to fight bad guys,
Yes.
and so did our paladin, which is why that disadvantage happened.
Yes.
Because
Okay,
we're 5 feet away from her, which is close by. We're
got it.
protected. They have to like make a special roll just to hit us, and then another special roll to hit us without the magic being protected us.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
run up.
Well, he's looking at the map. Yeah.
Are you talking to us, Sebastian?
Sorry. I thought I was on mute.
You're fine.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was so lost
I
for a
figured it
second.
out pretty quickly there.
Okay.
Okay, so with that said, my monk senses kick in. Black Razor starts vibrating in my hand a little bit and licks its lips. Time for souls. And I'm gonna run forward basically what I would like to do is put myself in a position where I'm kind of goading away the enemies from our barbarian, being that she is low health and I'm doing pretty good. Basically, between myself and Black Razor, I think we can get the attention off of that barbarian. So I am not going to be stealthy. I'm going to be the most like loud monk. Yeah, like running, just like sword spinning, like just kind of all over the place to get to a point where, so if we have our barbarian, we have opposition. I would like to get to the right of that opposition. And then from there, not sure if it's flanking because I'm not directly behind. I'll leave that to your discretion.
I wouldn't necessarily say in this situation, just because of the cramped quarters. It's like almost
Okay,
a disadvantage the more you crowd somebody. Because
sure.
they've got their
Again,
backs
yeah,
to the wall.
really bad theater of mine. Sorry.
It's okay.
So I'm gonna get to a comfortable position where I feel I can at least attack the enemy attacking our barbarian. With
You,
that, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're totally able to.
Okay. I'm going to start with unarmed strike. I'm gonna do that twice. Shit. Dude, I'm telling you, D&D Beyond sucks now.
Use your
Um,
real
I
dice.
always use my own dice. It's just safer.
okay. First hit was a 9.
That does not hit.
How about a 14?
That still misses.
Okay.
Remember, you got blessed.
Oh, yeah. Let me do that.
At least on that 14 might make a difference there.
Yep.
4, 18.
18 does hit.
Okay, so the second one will hit. It's gonna do 1d6 plus 3. Perfect. So that'll be 8 damage as I hit. Then I will use a key point for Fury of Blows. Man, I'm running out of those too. Fury of Blows gives me 7, 13, 20 to hit. D6 plus 3. Okay, that'll be 6 additional damage on top of that. And then from there, yeah, I'll use open hand technique. Why not? So
So
what am I hitting? Is it a knight?
yes,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use 1 extra key point here to use open hand technique. A knight, huh? I'm gonna try Dex.
You can't see any distinctive colors. There are no like symbols inscribed in his armor. There's no distinctive like holy symbol or anything on his shield. Um, he's really just a big beefy guy in armor, for lack of a better term. Like not very.
Okay.
A knight is really just a like stat block descriptor maybe thing, but like
Cool.
He's just an
Okay.
armored asshole.
Yeah, that's fine. So after my 2 attacks on it, I will use open hand technique. It needs to make a saving throw of DC 14 on Dex.
okay. Okay. Rolled a 16.
Okay, cool. So I chop it. I try to sweep the leg, but it is very sturdy, and I don't quite sweep the leg from it.
A lot of armor holding this guy up. He was pretty big. I think Snarla's boyfriend actually might be the best descriptor for this guy. As you're kind of in this room looking around, it does look like a living room more or less. You just kind of hang out and read and chill. You definitely do some damage to him. After some slashes with the sword and a couple of smacks and punches, the armor, definitely he's looking bruised, not very good. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope. I think that will do it. I'll look him dead in what I believe might be his eyes, and I'll cling my chest a little bit.
I picture a one of those chainmail kind of like hood things. You can definitely see his face. For some reason, a big greasy mustache in my
Okay.
head.
Okay.
I don't know. Um,
Yep. I look like I'm trying to make myself look like a very formidable opponent to him.
The big scary sword.
you know what? Actually, specifically, the actor in my head for some reason is the cop or sheriff dude from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, Hutch.
Hutch.
But
Yeah,
he's a good guy.
he's a good guy, but
I
just that's
like it
what I
though. Yeah,
picture.
I could see him being on the opposite side and being like, oh damn.
And it's
Um,
okay. It's specifically when he's in the Russian prison and shit.
sure.
It's
Yep.
what I'm
Okay,
like
yeah.
that.
He's just a brawler in plate.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
works. I didn't attack with Black Razor, by the way. It was
Okay.
unarmed, and then I tried to sweep the leg, but he's a sturdy boy.
Thanks for clarifying. I definitely got that wrong. Okay, cool. Black Razor is definitely like humming a little bit, though at your hip. Feed
I'm
me the
aware.
souls.
He
Finish
needs the
him.
kill. He doesn't need the thrill.
Yeah. Um, do you make it apparent to Lyra to that like this is your guy, like you got it, kind of thing, or you?
I came in pretty verbose. Like I came in very flashy, way more so than I usually would. So depending on maybe I would probably call for a check on that. I didn't necessarily say it, but I made my actions very clear. Like I very
Okay.
much so tried to fight this thing and clanged and like was looking him dead in the eye.
You almost get a little bit of pushback from Lyra. She's almost kind of like, "Oh, you assholes, good, no, it's mine." Like just a little bit, but she kind of gets it, sees that this wizard is just totally like frozen, is like, "Ooh, all right." Let's kind of turn your attention. Corey, it is your turn.
Okay. I mean, like, are you gonna be mad if I help you kill this guy? No? Okay, cool.
Well,
The only thing I care about is feeding Black Razor. So if you don't kill him,
Rizzer is still frozen, right?
yes.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, till the end of your turn.
Okay.
I wanna be really, really tough. I'm gonna burn a sorcery point so that I can do 2 spells this turn. My bonus action spell is going to be Channel Divinity. So I activate my holy weapon for 1 minute. I have a +4 to attack rolls, and it emits a bright light for 20 feet. And then for my bonus action. Okay, wait. I need some help with action economy here, DM.
What are
So
you
I
trying
burn
to
a
do?
sorcery point, so I can do 2 spells this turn, or so that I can make a spell a bonus action. Channel Divinity is already a bonus action.
Right. You wouldn't be able to do channel divinity and another spell. You'd be
Okay,
able to do an
I can
attack
cast.
and then channel divinity.
Okay. I will not use that sorcery point then. I'm just going to cast Channel Divinity as my bonus action and go in for 2 longsword attacks
On the wizard or
on the pallet, on
the big guy?
armor dude. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 32 to hit on the first attack. 7. 7, 19, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 27, and 27 to hit on the second attack. We start rolling up damage here.
Oh my god.
Neither of those were crits, though. I'm kind of disappointed. 16 and 16 is 32.
Okay.
Minus 1. All right, a total of 31 damage for both attacks.
Okay. Please do describe how you move in swiftly for the kill
Oh
on
no,
this
he's.
paladin.
Can I make it non-lethal damage? So Kuba can
No,
have the
no,
sword?
no.
Not anymore.
Kill
No,
it.
way too late
Kill
for
it.
that.
It
I'm
was way
sorry.
too good.
With your with your like over 30 hits, like no. Corey sees her moment and just fucking assassinates
Takes
this
it.
guy. Like,
And that's totally fine.
please
He
do
he can
describe.
suffer.
Please
He
do
can
describe
suffer.
how you are the cherry on top of this overwhelming Sunday that is in front of this guy right now.
Being a fellow armor user, I know where the chinks are because I have to keep track of my own. I'm gonna slip in to like between the plate underneath the armpit and just shove the sword all the way up through the top of the armor in his neck and rip back out.
Brutal. As fuck.
Black Razor, though he doesn't get the kill. If you could ever imagine a sword giving a golf clap, it would have given you one. It was very impressed by the veracity of that.
Too bad I'm lawful good. You still have the wizard. That's all yours.
I'm unsure. We'll see. I'm unsure if Black Razor would. Does he see? No, yeah, it can like see with like
Yeah.
dark vision and shit out to a
Yep,
certain range.
sure can. It's a sentient sword. It basically is another player that I just am holding in some respects.
It doesn't need eyes to see.
Yeah, it's creepy.
There's an episode of The Simpsons where somebody does something insanely impressive, but it pisses Homer off because like he had done the same exact thing and nobody knew about it kind of situation. And he was so angry but impressed at the same time. And I don't remember what the situation was, but it was like just the way that the words came out of his mouth. It was a very much like, I don't care. It's awesome, but fuck you kind of situation. Like that sort of feeling coming from Black Razor. That was amazing, but I didn't get the soul.
It was amazing. I hate her.
You can almost hear like a tuning fork kind of like sharp hum, Corey, as you're near enough to Kuba. You feel like it's the shining of your blade, like shinking through the armor and the bone and everything into this guy. That shinked that kind of happens, but you realize it's not coming from you. It's coming from Kuba right next to you as his sword is just like,
Humming like it's been tapped against a wall.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Kind of.
Okay.
It's okay. If a sword could glare at me, I'm pretty sure it would be glaring. It's okay. No. Black Racer and I, it's all good. Starting to figure it out. I say that every session. Maybe one day I'll figure this sword out.
Honestly, I thought this would be a much more difficult fight, or else I would not have beefed up like that.
That's okay. No, to be fair, you used what you used, so that was adequate.
Ah,
And it was cool. So I
we still
look
got
towards
one
the
backup
wizard.
left.
Yeah.
Gotta fuck up this wizard real fast. Then we can
Snarla.
celebrate.
Snarla?
Yes, it is
Snarla.
Snarla. So Lyra goes in for the strikes on the frozen wizard, which like as the great axe comes in and just digs a good old chunk out of her and kind of knocks her to the side. It breaks the time kind of temporal magic that was making her stuck. And she takes this hit with an oof and a bit of a scream after a second, but it's not at the pain from the hit. You can see it's because she's looking over at her partner, who is now laying, well, maybe not laying dead, actually dead on Corey's sword, probably. The sword coming up through his face and everything. She's just horrified. And this scream begins to just grow and kind of change. It gets deep and guttural, a bit like a creature, as she turns into one of these lovely babies.
A werewolf?
Yes.
Yes. It's time to vanquish evil.
Yeah. So, Kronos, you can go ahead and take your turn. That was kind of that whole exchange, and then yeah, Snarla rolled really bad. I'm actually gonna. Yeah, no, she's still really bad on initiative. That's hilarious. Yeah, Kronos, go ahead.
So Snarla, I guess that hints the name to what she is. Snarla, yeah. She got knocked down. Is she down?
She kind of got hit
I
to
can-
the side um because the getting hit with the great axe. I imagine she was already kneeling. I'm sorry, I probably never even said that. I imagine she was already kind of kneeling, kind of crouching and hiding to cast the web spell, and then after you had frozen her, she got hit and kind of knocked over. So
Alright,
she's
she's
down,
still
down on
down.
the ground and then turns into a werewolf on all fours, kind of leaning, looking at you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
So she
So
is
I'm
not.
gonna blast her with some frost. Oh, nat 20. I got a 27 damage. 19, so times that. What is that?
38.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna blast her in the face with that.
What the fuck just happened?
Bam.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it kill her?
No,
Oh shit.
you can
Oh,
kind
because
of, she as she transformed and kind of became this new form, there were definitely like
stronger.
wounds that healed and kind of limbs that came back into place, and she kind of, yeah.
Damn. So I'm gonna play it off like as she transforms, I freak the fuck out and I just instantly just blast her with this frost out of just a reaction. Yeah, and kind of
No,
step
no, no!
back.
Stop! 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 Stop!
Yeah.
Stop! Like, no, 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 no,
Stay
no.
frozen. Stay frozen.
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, Kuba, it is up to you. You um see this dead knight on Corey's sword, and you can definitely tell that there was a scream coming from this wizard, kind of looking around. The two of them having to lean back and forth. You can see she changed into this monstrous-looking, huge wolf creature. What would you like to
Okay.
do?
How is it looking after taking that avalanche of damage?
It definitely hurt it. It hurt it some.
Okay. Running up, Black Razor in hand. This time not nearly as lackadaisical or showy as it was the first time. This one looks like I'm on a mission. Run up to this creature that just got absolutely sledgehammered with ice, and I'm gonna start with an unarmed strike, which will be yes. I hear you. Thank you. It's gonna be 16 to hit.
That misses.
16 misses. So
I'm sorry, that just hits. Nope, that just hits.
are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Punch to the solar plexus for 8 damage. And then from there, I'll do flurry of blows with a key point. Oh, nice. 16 to hit.
Right on.
Which will be a additional 5 to hit damage. Okay. So we're at 13 damage, and then I will use Black Razor here. So 13 damage, and then Black Razor to hit.
You do
Oh,
know-
thank God.
you
Go
do
ahead.
notice that your strikes with your fists are not quite as effective as they usually are.
Okay. Well, hit to the solar plexus, Furia blows, turn with Black Razor, slash for 19 on hit. And that's going to do 2d6 plus 3. Okay. For 12 damage as it cuts into this beast. So it was originally 13 plus 12. The first two attacks, whatever you'd like to categorize it as.
Okay.
25 total, but the first two attacks were with fists.
Right. Okay. Yeah, as you do hit it with Black Razor, you can hear the we're so close. But it doesn't draw as much blood as you expect. It's a very, very tough hide. Black Razor is also made of obsidian. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that is the exhausted round. I look up at it, kind of surprised it didn't cleave all the way through, based on its tough hide.
Corey, it is your turn. This beast has got eyes for you. It is definitely looking for some tasty revenge.
I'll mute, Chess.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to do a level 3 branding smite.
Okay.
Which adds 3d6 to my first successful attack. And then my full round of longsword attacks. Okay, both of these are going to be at over 30 after I finish the math.
Okay.
Yeah, so they both hit. Okay. Tans. Can you help me keep track of numbers, TM?
Sure.
I got 16 plus 12 so far.
Okay, 28.
28, okay. Plus another 13.
Okay.
That's it, that's the damage.
Okay. As you, even using your smite, the fieriness going into your sword, you definitely are not cleaving away as much flesh as you're used to. This thing just very hardy, snarling, creeping in at you, kind of hitting it with the sword, and it's just coming back for more. It is going to make its bite attacks at you.
I have a quick question for you.
Huh.
I do currently have Holy Weapon up.
Okay, what does that do?
Okay, let me go to that. Oh, right. It is considered magical. I'm
Okay.
not sure if that makes a difference.
It unfortunately doesn't.
Okay. It has to be silvered. Fuck. All right. Well, that ends my turn. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. I got a 20 and a 21.
The 21 hits.
Or no, I'm sorry. plus 6. Yeah. 21 and 23.
Both hit.
Okay. And then I'll need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Okay. That's my 8. I got a 17 plus 8 and a 14 plus 8.
Okay, so they both do save. You take 15 points of piercing damage as this thing is just kind of latched onto you. Yeah, I guess so. So you only take 7.
Cool. All right. 2 can play the invulnerability game.
Okay, Lyra back at the top. She's gonna make her attack. Somebody else want to roll for Lyra?
Yeah, I can do it.
Why not?
I'll get it next time.
Okay.
Ready. Let me just get her up here real quick. If you have her up, go ahead and go this time and I'll go next time.
I'm just gonna roll the 20s, DM. Do you have her pulled up?
Yeah, I've got the sheet if you wanted to just.
And she's rolling with advantage.
Yes. And this might do it. She needs an 8 or higher to hit it.
Oh, she has a 12 on one set. Okay, so she got 12 on the first roll. Or 12 on die for the first roll. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. 9 on the second.
Okay, that hits. So go ahead and roll 2d12.
Total 17.
Okay. This thing is not looking good. Kuba, you're up to bat.
Wouldn't it be Kronos?
Yeah, I think it's me.
Sorry. I apologize. Yes, Kronos, it is up to you.
It's cool.
It
Okay.
is. It is starting to look weary.
Like really bad.
Pretty bad.
I'm gonna actually just try to whack her in the face with my curler staff.
Okay.
8 does 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. Hold on. I have luck, right? Hold on. Oh my god. I don't think I hit it. I got one damage. Unless I can't use my bless, right? Not on that one.
No.
Yeah.
I love this actually so much because it's like this big bad dog has come up and attacked Corey, and then the lovely old wizard man has come over and gone, "You stab it, bop," and just like
Bonk.
yeah, bonked it on the head. Doesn't even do a damage. If you roll just got 1, it would be halved to nothing, and it's effectively enough just to like get the thing's attention. And while it's like clamped on Corey's armor, it looks at you and then bites a little bit harder on the armor.
Shakes
Kinda
a little
shakes it
bit.
like a toy.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, just kind of like shuffled on up. There's like, no, bad dog. Okay. I love it. That's so amazing. Okay.
Okay.
Kuba, it's gonna be your turn.
I'm gonna do 2 hits with Black Razor. 14 on die. Plus 3.
That hit.
17 and 12.
The 12 misses.
Okay, first hit. We're doing. Ooh, where'd you go? Hey, 6. So 9 damage as it cleaves into it.
Not quite enough.
So it cleaves through it. I swing around and go right where I thought its head was for the killing glance, and it goes straight over.
Kind of makes Corey like dodge out of the way a little bit. Like,
I got it.
yeah.
I'm just gonna pull up my shield in front of my face real fast and block you.
King.
Yeah.
Um,
Sparks
right off.
fly off as the obsidian chips and makes bright little flashes.
it kind of falls to my waist. I don't really want to waste any key points, so that'll be my move.
So as you are almost at the end of your rope, you've done everything that you can to try and feed this sword and get this last kill. You've taken both of the hits that you're able to. You can hear Black Razor going, "I need this soul. I will not be robbed from again." And it uses its charge to cast haste on you, and it says, "Give me that soul,
Okay.
or I'll take from you."
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I will swing. Do I get advantage based on who's near me? If not, that's okay.
I'm not
I will
sure I
give-
can give you
I will
much
give-
anything. You do have that bless.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will give you advantage if the bless doesn't help, and I'll give you advantage on this specific roll because Black Razor is like giving it all that it can as well.
Okay. Well, that's why you don't tempt your master. It was a 1 and a 2. So, no. Good try though.
Oh,
Oh, Black.
So it kind of like hits with the flat side of the sword, and he's just like, sorry, sorry, I just, whoops. And I look up at the creature. D&D, you can never predict it.
Nope.
At least it wasn't a nat 1. It probably would have just started eating me.
I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't. You rolled the 2. It wasn't actually a natural 1 at least, so it is close. You can definitely feel a bit of a um
Listen,
feud kind of brewing.
as a monk, I am prepared to meditate my way out of this over a long shower and crying. I mean, a good night's sleep in a camp.
Okay, buddy. Weird thing to say in the middle of a fight, but gotcha.
That's right. Please kill this thing.
As you make your final strike and it does miss, you definitely feel the kind of effects of this whelming magic that overcomes you, and you just kind of can't move. It's like the sword kind of clinks on the ground a little bit, but you're like stuck to it and kind of just staring at this
Oh no.
wolf creature that's now like eyeballing you horribly. Corey, it is your move.
Did I just notice him? Like, what the hell just happened? He's having some sort of conniption fit.
So yeah, there was a little bit of a hesitation that kind of happened between the first 2 hits and the last strike that Kuba had made recently. It was a bit of like a kind of his usual 1-2, and then a pause before it was like he was almost forced and like struggled to make this hit, and just kind of pushed into it a little bit.
I'm starting to get real uncomfortable with him carrying that sword. Okay. I have to address that in a minute. I can't do anything about it right now. So I'm going to follow up with another what I just did. I'm going to use my last 3rd level spell slot for another 3rd level branding smite. And going to do both of my attacks. Both of those will be over 30 again.
Okay.
Total of 33 radiant damage.
So, yeah, I was kind of sitting there and wait, almost like I don't even know why I'm making you do all of this math, but I guess we did. We got there. We're here. It's cool. Um, it it had way less HP than that. How do you describe stealing yet another kill from this sword? I guess Corey wouldn't necessarily know. It may be more evident through this particular action, which
Yeah,
as
like
you do,
everything that I've seen so far just looks like he's having a rough time. I don't know why, but I need to eliminate the threat so I can take care of him.
okay. Um,
Good old fashioned beheading.
just for funsies, can you make a Constitution saving throw to see how you've been holding on with this werewolf hanging onto your arm through the armor?
Was I grappled?
Yeah, I guess, but just roll it. Let's just see what you get. Just roll it. It's not like you moved anywhere anyway.
I got a 25.
Yeah, okay, fine. Your
Con is my
holy background helps you kind of keep strong, and even helps kind of direct you to maybe a new threat. Um, Kuba, as Black Razor is almost like screaming at you through the handle. I must feed on her. She has stolen my souls twice now.
Now is not the time. And you see this very peaceful monk that you have grown accompanied to traveling with, fighting almost like frantically, talking in lunacy to a sword that you can only hear the pitch of, like, yeah, hitting a pitchfork or a toning device. It's just a very ominous, loud, sinister hum. And you see this monk kind of distraught, in no form or shape of a like sense of martial art, arguing with the sword that he's holding.
okay. So, being someone who is familiar with what curses look like as a paladin, would I recognize him as having some fucking difficulties now? Like of the magical variety?
Yeah, go ahead and make a religion check for kind of where we're going, the flavor that's kind of being
Okay.
laid down.
Have I seen an exorcism before? That was a nat 20.
I guess so. Yeah, evidently you have. Unfortunately, in your hometown, there was a girl who had been cursed with a possession, and there were almost like a spectacle made of this whole thing as everybody in the town kind of gathered all the resources that they knew It reminds you of that slightly. The difference being that there's an actual object involved here.
And I'm educated.
Yeah. So you can kind of do with that what you wish.
Okay. I'm going to make him relinquish that sword at all costs, and if he cannot do it himself, I will do it for him. So, Kuba?
That's not fair.
Hmm?
That's not fair.
What do you mean?
What if he doesn't want it?
Well, then I will do non-lethal damage until he passes out, and I will take it from him.
What?
Role play it.
Kuba, I need you to give me the sword, buddy.
He grits his teeth, still kind of mumbling nonsensically. He shoves the sword in the ground, still very much attached to the handle.
Mhm.
I am monk of the open hand, and you have soiled my ways every time I attempt to better myself. You ruin me. You deserve
Kuba?
someone else for your terrible way. And he's just gonna continue unless you do something.
Okay, so I'm gonna bust Kuba in the head, knock him out.
Go ahead and try.
Okay.
I
Do
did
I
not
get any,
expect PvP this session, but let's go.
I rolled a 3 plus 7, so 10.
Okay.
You guys got bless.
Yep.
Fight, fight, fight.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9 plus 12.
Plus 12. Oh my god.
I still have the potion of fire giant strength activated. So this is a better time to do this than later.
Clunk.
Yeah. Should I roll damage?
Yep.
It's up to the DM. I have 78 hit points.
Yep.
I'll just keep hitting you in the head until you let go of it.
There's a good chance the sword is beginning to turn. It wants your blood, and I'm the only thing stopping it from attacking you, and now you're attacking me.
Make a wisdom saving throw. I
Me?
guess Kuba. Now for Kuba to see if he can resist the sword wanting to attack back.
It's a 12.
It's not getting easier to stop this thing from making you attack.
You actually see my hand, the hand that's holding the sword, it begins pulsating. The veins are starting to pop out of my forearm. And I glance at you in a way you have not seen me glance at you before.
They're just evil?
Get back! Get back! I'm trying to control the sword.
DM, I have a question.
Yeah.
All right. Would the sword be considered an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
It's a construct, I think.
It's a construct. But it's sentient.
It is,
Right.
and it's way smarter than I am. It's got an 18 intelligence.
Maybe could it be classified as a fiend?
No.
No?
No.
None of those things?
It is not hellish in origin.
Okay. But it's undoubtedly evil, right?
I think
Yes,
I
it's
think
chaotic evil.
it is chaotic evil, yeah.
Because I want to cast protection from evil and good.
I apologize. It's chaotic neutral. It is not evil.
Oh, never mind. It's chaotic neutral?
Mm-hmm. But the chaotic side comes when it's not fed. It needs fed, and it doesn't matter how it gets it.
I don't know how to help you. I don't know what to do.
I don't want to fight you.
I don't either, but I also
Can the
need to
wizard
get-
put me to sleep? Can you guys double team me and put me to sleep and get the sword out of my hand?
I
Can
don't
I think
the
insist
can the
on spells.
barbarian take the sword, offer up his tribute, and take the sword.
Yeah,
Like
Lyra
anything,
is,
DM. Just let us get out of this, please.
Lyra is very into taking the sword. And as soon as you get like Kuba kind of throws it up, like anybody here, you take it. She's like, oh yeah, definitely. And starts to move towards it, like puts her hand on the handle and starts pulling. Kuba, you almost want to let go, but you can't. It's like the
Can
hand
I
is
roll?
glued.
I think it has a hold on me. I honestly think it's warped my character a little bit, and I'm gonna have a hard, maybe like a strength check or something to get it out of my hand.
Yeah, that is what I was gonna say. The sword is assisting in this, so it's gonna give you a +5
Oh my
to
god, with a
stay in your hand.
+5,
Yeah.
I rolled a 19.
Uh, on die you rolled 19. Okay. Corey, go ahead and roll for Lyra. Kronos, why don't you do it this time? Corey, you got the last one. We'll do a strength.
Roll a 20.
Yeah, roll a 20. Lyra's strength modifier is a +2.
I got an 8, so a 10.
Got a 10. Yeah, it's almost weird. She
I'm
goes to
s-
grab this, and you can see her muscles flex. This big arm she's pulling, and like Cuba, it's like you're not even trying. It's like it's there.
It's a nasty sword, man. Um,
I have grown attached to you, master. I will not let them separate us.
and I'm like flexing my hand to try and release. Maybe I'll reason with it. It has a high intelligence. I do not. Hey, 17 on die though. I'd like to, and it's got a intelligence of 18. I'd like to reason with it. So I'll take a monk stance and I'll push Lyra back a little bit, and I'll look at the sword and I'll begin to reason with it. You need souls. You need to survive on souls. I was a fool to try and wield you. You will be much better with this master. She will feed you souls, and I believe that at the end of the day is exactly what you need, and I need to get back on my path. I will never hinder you getting your souls. However, you and I are not right together. You need to release me and go with this person.
It's definitely you, not me.
Yeah. In this case, we're both at fault here. I grabbed you and I tried to wield you, and I've learned I cannot wield you. This would be a much better companion for you, and here's why.
I mean, technically, Lyra is chaotic good.
It would work. I think it'd work a lot better for her, also
It's-
because I still can't really actually handle great swords.
Okay.
They're both chaotic,
So
and
is that a-
technically it's chaotic neutral, so
so go ahead and do a persuasion check, Kuba. I'll roll for the sword.
How heavy is that sword? Does it let you know, DM?
It is a great sword, so it is pretty hefty.
Okay.
It's 8.
Rolled a 3.
Okay, good.
Only if you are certain, master. As long as we are close.
I am positive, Black Razor, you belong with her. You will finally feel the taste of flesh that you've desired all this time.
Or it tasted terrible. And the
I
kelp was
believe it.
unfilling.
Release your grasp on me, and let her step forward as your new master.
You almost don't even notice yourself let go of the sword. It's like it clangs to the ground, and you kind of hear the screaming, piercing noise start to wane from your brain, as there's silence. Finally, you didn't even realize that the things had not been quiet inside of your head this entire time.
It's kind of cool. Like, I feel like the scream as I let go, as it clanks against the ground, I hear that like toning tune as it goes between like scream into just a subtle tone that the rest of us hear.
More or less. As Lyra picks up this sword, you can tell that she's looking at it and almost fixated by it. not necessarily in a good way, kind of like an ooh shiny sort of situation. Kind of just like eyes wide, kind of staring into it. Corey, you get almost a chill down your spine as her gaze comes off of the sword and just looks at you, um, glaring for a moment before she figures out a place to put the sword on her side and kind of figures out a new place, kind of dealing the great axe and the black razor back and forth for a minute, um, before kind of settling into it.
Okay. It's not like I knew.
Yeah, Koopa's definitely reacting. He's like, you see him on his knees. He's like breathing heavy. He's like channeling himself. He definitely needs a moment to kind of recall exactly how it took him. Went totally against his monk ways, especially way of the open fist. He allowed it to consume him, and he got kind of used to it. He was ready to do things he never normally would have done. So it's definitely for him like a reality check. It's almost like he fell into something really, really dark and didn't even realize it.
Oh, buddy.
If if he was any less of a monk, he would cry.
I'm gonna give him a nice bracing pat on the shoulder.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me through that. And he will regain himself and channel himself, and he appears very monkly. He appears ready to go. Stillness of mind like it never happened.
Nice.
And later he'll cry and take a shower.
Exactly.
Very well played. Yeah, Lyra is almost suspiciously quiet, just with how often she's kind of mumbling and whispering to herself, um, shouting out random phrases and things like that. She's very quiet, kind of standing off now, looking over the bodies that were vanquished, still kind of holding the sword, almost as if she's like showing the room to the sword a little bit. After a couple of moments, Lyra goes, "We must unite sword with its brethren." Sword says, "Sword says, brothers in dungeon. We must go get brothers."
Well, okay then.
Yes, I remember speaking with the sword itself. It seems to be akin to two different swords within this dungeon. Um, one of them is, I believe, Wave, and one is Whelm. I learned a lot about the sword. I have such a better understanding without it fogging my mind on unnecessary bloodshed by its blade.
Oh goodness. I'm glad you're feeling better, but we should definitely go get those other swords, probably.
I do I do agree.
All
Loud.
right. Let's assess the room as it is. What's going on right now, DM?
So there is an additional door off of this room. There's the door you guys came in, and then there's another door kind of off to the side. In this room, there really isn't a whole lot. There's a couple of chairs. There's kind of like a cabinet dresser. Seems like there's a book laying on top of this dresser. Inside are just various knickknacks, little cards and games, things to just keep yourself occupied for the most part.
Okay. And there was a door too.
Make an Arcana check real quick. But yes, there is also an additional door outside of this room.
Hey DM, can Kronos investigate on Snarla to see if she has anything magical on her or
Yeah,
useful?
yeah. As she does pass, her body does return back to its humanoid kind of form, and she has a rather curious array of pouches and components, kind of on her all over. As you're looking through it, You find many different pouches of herbs. It seems like these are tea pouches. Different kinds of medicines. Some smell skunky, some smell flowery, some smell
A little bit like
sweet,
lemon.
some smell kind of like lemon, some smell kind of like old feet. But they're very,
Yep,
very
that's
potent. Like as soon
wonderful.
as you open the little leather pouch, it's like the whole room just smells of it. It is loud, as it were.
Hmm. Can I do a Arcana check to see if any of these would be useful to me?
They're gonna
Um,
slow you down, but not the way you want.
It will slow me down, like
go ahead and make an
this
Arcana check.
the skunky one, especially.
I think all of them probably.
Oh, okay. 18.
Yeah, none of these are particularly magical components that you're recognizing. Go ahead and do a nature check.
11.
I'll say this is a pretty easy one. In your early days as a wizard, you definitely hung out with some people who carried some familiar types of herbs on them every now and then. You kind of figure that, you know, they're trapped down in this dungeon, not a whole lot to do. So yeah.
It does bring back a old friend of mine. He was a sea turtle. What's that? The one from Finding Nemo, that sea turtle
Crush.
that would like crush. There
Crush.
you go. Yeah, that's my friend. Okay,
So
I'm
funny
good.
you mentioned that. It is so funny you mentioned that. Anyway,
I believe they call that Beelzebub's lettuce where I'm from.
nice.
I
Yeah,
think we
Kuba,
have a name for that.
Corey's probably never seen it, never heard it, never smelt it. I'm sure Kuba, though, probably like remembered some monks at the monastery who would, you know, pretend to seek enlightenment through herbal assistance. Gory, you did an Arcana check a second ago, right?
Yep, I got a nat 20.
Okay, yeah, it does appear that this is Snarla's spellbook sitting on the table. Sorry, Kronos, I know that's kind of what you were looking for, but she was already on the hunt.
It's fine.
Woo! All right. I can't do much with it. Do I know anything? Is there anything useful in there at all?
Do you open the book?
With a 20, do I open the book? Do I want to open the book?
It's a wizard's spellbook, for sure. It was definitely her spellbook.
Um,
With the natural 20, you know better than to open
okay,
than to open a
sorry.
random
I was like, I
spellbook.
don't, I mean, I know what it is, but I don't want to die. My curiosity was battling with my common sense. I
Yeah.
am
Oh, I know.
not
I
going to
could see
open
it.
it.
I
I'm
could see
going to
it.
give it to the wizard.
Oh, I could see it, Corey. I could see the combat happening.
I'm not fighting a book today. I can't do it. I got 12 hit points.
No, the combat between you, like inside of you, the internal conflict
Yes,
happening.
the must read book. Don't read that fucking book.
By fighting the intrusive thoughts.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay, so now Kronos has the book. Kronos gets it.
Can I do a Arcana check on the book, just looking from the outside to see if I know what it might be?
Yeah, sure.
God dang. I'm gonna use
It's
bless.
real. No, you don't. Go ahead. I
Oh.
guess you can use bless. I thought you were gonna say luck, and I was like, no, save it.
No, I used them up.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah.
You know this is a wizard spellbook. You guys having just fought one is most definitely her book. Yeah. Do you think that web spell that she cast would be in there? That seemed kind of cool. There was I think a frost spell, like cone of cold thing or something too. I think there might be some cool spells in there. But
Okay,
you would
cool.
also know better being a wizard than to open another wizard spellbook.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to use a Arcana check to see if I kind of know if it's safe for me to like read it.
Judging from the outside, nothing apparent though that would.
Never judge a book. I got you. Okay.
Honestly, DM to players, I really wish one of you had just opened it. Corey, I got a little excited when you were like, "Oh yeah, what's inside it? What do I want to do?" I wish I had just rolled the dice and given you the damage, but whatever. I'm a nice DM sometimes.
Oh, thanks.
So you guys want to check out this other room?
That's probably what we need to do.
Okay. Unlike the room you just left, this place is beautifully decorated. The floor is covered by fine rugs, the walls with erotic tapestries and shimmering curtains. The ceiling is decorated by an intricate mosaic depicting a summer sky dotted with fancy clouds. In the northeast corner is a large and lavishly covered bed strewn with cushions. Next to it on a low table is a buffet of sweetmeats, cakes, and other delicious looking consumables, I think is what they meant to say. Anyway, in the northeast corner of the room is a brass bound oak chest.
Ooh, that chest looks fancy.
Kuba shies away. I remember last time we reached into a chest. Please, by all means, go for it.
Can I check it for traps?
Sure. You do an investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
$15.
Seems pretty normal.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
As you open the chest, there's this little glyph that kind of lights up and brightens for a moment, and then this noxious gas just begins pouring out of the chest, fills the entire room with noxious, terrible smelling gas, makes all of you guys retch and cough. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw. Wow. Lyra rolled a 2, but pretty sure her con save is pretty high. Oh, it's a 9. That's still not enough.
15.
15 just.
27.
3 total.
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
Kronos takes 6 points of poison damage, and is poisoned, and then so does Lyra, although she's not poisoned. And yeah, you guys, unless you all run out of the room, are just going to basically take the same damage again, or saving throw. It kind of takes a couple of minutes. I assume you guys run out of the room coughing and retching.
Yeah.
Just like not doing okay. Your eyes water. The cloud is like green and noxious. It takes a couple of moments, maybe about 10 minutes, before it just kind of begins to settle and kind of gleam and go away.
Dissipate.
Thank you. That was a word that wasn't coming to my mind. Geez. Corey, go ahead and do an insight check real quick. Kronos, you can also do an insight check.
Anyone?
16.
Yeah, you both think that a dispel magic might get rid of that particular magical trap.
I do not have that spell.
I have. I cannot use it. Oh yeah, I do. I got it. Cast it at 5th level.
Okay. Yeah, you cast this magic over the chest. and you can definitely see the shining kind of break of magic as this rune is dispelled. You guys open it again?
That's probably the best plan.
Okay. Everybody make a constitution. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Inside this chest, you guys can see that there are it's a little bit smaller. It's like there's a raised bed kind of in the chest. There's just an assortment of jewels kind of spread about, and a what seems to be a piece of parchment kind of bound up by a very fancy golden ribbon. There are 400 pieces of electrum, 300 pieces of gold, and 7 gems worth a total of 1,400 gold pieces. So like seven gems worth about 200 gold pieces each. And like I said, a parchment wrapped up with gold ribbon.
Did we just get our scroll?
I think it is. That's what I need. Kronos will grab that
Okay.
in his bag.
You know, read it. You know, you look at it, you're just like, got it, done,
Nope.
good.
Yep. Mission accomplished.
What languages do you speak?
Aqua, Aquarian, Common, and Alvish.
Okay, you couldn't read it anyway. You couldn't read it anyway. Who
I
cares?
see that's I see it's rolled up and it looks fancy, and I'm good.
You don't want to break the seal, man.
Do not.
Sure, for flavor, there is a little wax seal right over where the ribbon is tied. It looks like it's a dragon with its mouth open, kind of gleaming something out of its mouth. Okay.
Can I do a history or arcana on that dragon? If it
I'll give
means
you
anything.
Arcana.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you Arcana.
That's horrible, man. I'm rolling really bad. I got 12.
You assume that it was a dragon that scribed the spell.
Oh shit.
It's in
You-
draconic.
You assume
pretty
that
cool.
the seal denotes the wizard that had scribed the spell. And it's probably some really, really fancy dragonborn. Or dragon, you're not sure.
It's pretty cool.
It just says Parthenax was here.
You know what? I am really, really glad that you got the reference, though. I slipped when I said dragonborn, but
Oh, okay. Yep.
yep,
Cool.
Definitely
yep.
Parthenax.
yep. Otherwise, the room is rather plain. There isn't a whole lot around. It seems like this is where they lived. This is the bedroom that, they spent most of their time when they weren't in literally the other room. There are strange magical devices in these rooms that seem to dispense kinds of fish and pieces of meat and things like that. You assume that these two were probably tasked with feeding some of the other creatures within the dungeon and things.
We've seen that before.
Yes, it would kind of appear that each leg of the dungeon has its own keepers, rather.
Interesting. Interesting to know. I think do we want to take a long rest here, guys?
I need one bad.
I definitely need one.
Alrighty then.
Ah, sorry. Okay, yeah, you guys can do long rests on your character sheet. Let's just do a quick break here. Are you guys down to play until 10, or I mean, for another hour after this, or do you guys want to be done here at the hour at 9?
I personally need to get off like in 15 minutes. I gotta be up at 5.
Ooh, that
Yes,
is
that's it
gross.
Yeah,
This
it's
is,
brutal.
Yeah.
this is not a bad place to stop, I guess. We'll definitely have you guys do a long rest here and then start up in the second fancy prison um, in the dungeon. As you guys do kind of begin to relax a little bit, partake of some of the snacks, you notice that they're rather plain. It's actually incredibly underwhelming. You notice Kronos maybe some crab legs, some sort of undersea delectables. Kuba, you see fruits that are seem succulent and juicy. Corey, you notice all kinds of sweets, treats, and cakes, things that'll feed the brain and whatnot.
Mm.
As you,
Before, sorry, go
it's
ahead.
okay. Yeah. Let me finish this description. We can totally do some other stuff. Um, as you guys begin to kind of partake of some of the snacks, you notice that it is very underwhelming. It's almost like it's made with some sort of magical um, disguise spell over it to seem like it is much more pleasurable than it indeed is. It tastes kind of like normal, regular, everyday rations, like um, what tack bread or something, not sticky
Hardtack.
hardtack kind of situation. Um, but just with a little bit of salt maybe in there and like just a slight bit of try but not a whole lot, mostly the magic doing the work. You eat with your eyes and whatnot. Same thing goes for the bed. When you go to lay down or sit on the couch, it is just a straw mat really on the ground. It appears nice and fancy and plush, but it is just not as comfortable as you would hope it to be. You guys, yeah, can do anything that you guys want. We can take the last couple of minutes to RP anything out or prepare anything that you guys want to do. I did want to remind Kronos that you have that ring of spell storing. I don't believe you've stored any spells in yet.
I'm not. Yeah, I saw it. I was looking at my spells and stuff, and I didn't even equip it. So I just equipped it like a couple
Cool.
minutes ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
good time to do it. Good time also if you wanted to probably cast some spells into it before the long rest.
I,
Um,
I do. I talked about it last time, but I don't think I actually did it. I want to do the reduce, enlarge reduce. I want to put reduce in it.
okay, let me look at it again because you can do like level 4 spells up to 5.
Oh,
Okay, wait, no, so up at level 5. The
that
ring
makes
can
sense.
store up to 5 levels worth of spells at a time. Um,
Where's
yeah,
it at? Is it 3? It's a second level.
okay. So you could cast a second level spell in there, then you could do 3 level 1 spells, or you could do a level 3 spell, or you could do another level 2 and a level 1, however you want to kind of bat that out. Um,
So I just got to remember what I'm gonna put in it.
I feel like you can make a note. Yeah, on the customized part, you can definitely do notes where you could put like what spell you have in there. Like on D&D Beyond, if you click on the item and stuff, at the very top there's a little tab that says customize.
Mhm.
Or if you have a notebook, keep it in there or something like that.
Cool. I got my pick. I'm gonna do Sanctuary at level 1, and then Misty Step and Enlarge and Reduce.
Okay. Something like Misty Step is tricky because it won't be a bonus action in the ring because it takes an action to cast a spell from the ring. Just to give you a heads up on that one. It's still super useful. You could still do it, and then that saves you a spell slot. Absolutely. Um,
These can be casted on other people, correct?
um,
Or I have to give the ring to somebody else. Just I can.
I think that's how it works. The
Yeah,
whoever wields that ring, does the ring take attunement?
it
yep.
does. Damn, it does. Yeah.
Still crazy useful. Like even if you just keep it, or you guys are like heist planning situation where it's like, okay, Kuba can't cast spells, but we need him to, so I'm gonna put this spell in the thing.
That makes
Might
sense.
change
Oh yeah,
Sanctuary.
it definitely has its uses.
here would be a good one if you put some sort of like temporal magic spell kind of thing into it. And then somebody has to like go pose as a regular wizard or a
Mhm.
paladin like Corey, but then you need a temporal spell. Corey could take it and do some temporal magic. I don't know if you could do some of the class feature kind of magic into it. There's no real thing for that.
You're talking about like my time magic?
Right.
Yeah, the
You
only
thought about
thing
that.
that I have is my slow. Everything else is actually like
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
me as a person, as a character. I think I'm gonna use slow and enlarge enemies. So it'll be a level 3 and a level 2.
Nice. That's probably a good use of it for sure. Because then you can just use those and not your spell slots.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that then. Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Kubo, was there something you wanted to do?
No, that was gonna be my first and only comment is, does it seem like this is an illusionary magic?
Gotcha.
That was it. Um, Happy with the long rest, feeling back to myself, and basically just going through like my chi, and you just see me in a constant state of meditation at the moment.
I'm gonna conk the fuck out. I have to come down off of all the drugs I took.
Oh yeah, wild magic table, wild magic table. Go ahead and roll a D100.
12.
Ah, ah. Roll another D10.
6.
When you wake up, Corey, uh, at the next day, you notice that you are about the same height as Lyra. Before, she was definitely a good like 6 inches taller than you, but you are now as tall as Lyra is. You have grown 6 inches in your sleep
This is
by
horrible.
taking more than one spell. Your armor doesn't fit quite as good. You need like a little bit more chainmail. The
It wouldn't
straps are a
fit
little
me anywhere. I
yeah.
wouldn't be able to wear my armor.
Yeah, you've got like gaps. It's like you've got crop top. You've got like crop top situation with the chainmail. It's like sexy season over here.
No, actually, she looks more like a toddler with too small clothes on.
That's
Honestly.
even better. Yeah. I'm sorry I went there with it. It was
No,
the
that's
crop top,
okay.
the crop top, the belly showing like the this little bit of arms, like showing some extra skin kind of thing is what got me going there. But no, you're right.
Well,
It's like it's like you went swimming in your clothes and then let them dry in the sun and then
yeah, no, this is not ideal. I'm going to cast enlarge on my armor. And I'm going to kind of scale it up in size.
that's not permanent. I don't think that's permanent. I like the idea of you doing the rest of this dungeon in ill-fitting armor.
No, it only lasts a minute. Okay, but like,
It's just hilarious to me. So Corey
does it
Corey
affect my
casts.
AC?
No, I never said that. Corey
Okay.
casts this enlarge reduce spell on her armor, and it just becomes like a tank around her sort of situation, like a little fort of shield for a second, takes up most of the room, like it's comically large. Then after a minute goes by, it shrinks back down, and it's just a little bit too tight. Sure, yeah, no, you've -1 to Dex, and your AC is now 18 because I'm tired of that shit. I'm kidding. No, that would be awful. That would be totally awful. I'm down to role play the uncomfortability, but that
Okay.
sucks if it makes you a less good character. No, yeah, so I feel like just you can't tell if it's just the matter of fact of taking several high powerful potions at the same time, or maybe if Vince screwed you over, you got burned on the potions. But yeah, it was definitely it's like a magic hangover. It's like the worst possible thing that can happen from a magic hangover. When you drink a little too many potions, there was the healing potions, there was the giant strength, there was the invulnerability.
It wasn't wise, maybe.
It all had to go
Could've-
somewhere.
Yeah, I guess. Alrighty, cool. I just look funny now.
So there's shit on the wild magic table, by the way. Like, it's taking a risk doing this, but at the same time, it's great because of things like that. Like 13 or 14, you cast confusion on yourself. A 7 or an 8, you cast fireball on yourself.
Oh my god. That would
Um,
have been devastating.
I would have cooked myself inside my armor.
a 73 or 74, a random creature within 60 feet of you becomes poisoned for 4 hours.
Just any one of you could have been poisoned for no reason.
77 to 78, you cast polymorph on yourself, and if you fail the saving throw, you're turned into a sheep for the spell's duration. You could have
Oh,
just
that's
woken up a
hilarious.
sheep. Like, you die if you die within the next minute, you immediately come back to life by the reincarnate spell. Yeah, so like you're immortal for a minute.
That's hilarious.
As a sheep.
As a sheep.
Or
An
you could've-
immortal sheep for 1 minute.
You could have gotten even bigger. A 93 or 94, your size increases by 1 size category for the next minute.
Oh my god.
You could have just
It's
been
been
enormous.
huge.
Yeah, you could have just been enormous for a total minute in the bed, inside the room.
Just be like, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but
Everyone randomly gets bludgeoned by all the limbs shoving into them out of nowhere.
Is
Pushed off the bed, shoved into the walls. Oh my god.
that a motorcycle?
I think so. That was going to be my guess, yeah. What it sounded like. Sorry, I almost forgot my camera was even on. Well, we'll call that a session. I had a lot of fun. Good job, guys. I was a little worried for a second that the webs and the fire and the just ambush thing was going to get you, but freezing that wizard made a huge difference. That definitely helped you guys out. So coming in clutch there, and then Corey just stealing those kills. Oh my god, can't even.
Beasting.
Kuba giving up that sword, man. That was good role play moment. I was really curious too as a DM kind of what that was going to do. I'm also curious now because Lyra has just become a DM PC basically, and I'm just driving it around. I don't really know what to do with her.
Honestly, I thought you were gonna kill her off
It's
with
real
how
hard.
low her life
Not
was.
that
Yeah.
easy. It's not that easy. And now, what?
Yeah. Turn her
So,
into a villain.
Well, don't think too hard on it.
Hopefully not.
Glad I'm not the only one thinking it. I mean, don't say stuff on knock on wood.
She might have accidentally got scratched by Snarla also. No, I'm kidding.
As long as we get the other 2 swords, they're like Wonder Twins against this thing, maybe. We'll see. It'll be interesting.
They're also not swords.
Oh,
Different
weapons.
types, yeah.
Hmm. I think one was a trident. Oh, no matter.
You don't know that.
I
Wow.
don't know anything.
Good job.
I don't know that. I don't
You
know
suck.
anything.
We know
I'm
what
sorry,
Corey
guys.
wants.
Right.
Huh?
All right.
Well, have a good one, guys. I will let you know when we will be meeting up, but we will definitely most certainly meet up again and get all the weapons within this dungeon here soon.
Sure.
Have a good one. Thank you guys for coming.
It's
Catch you next
everyone.
time.
See you next week, guys. Rain or shine.